house of whispering hugs. Casper stood on the porch of the old house, clutching his backpack tightly. His father gave his shoulder a gentle squeeze. "You're going to have a wonderful time with Grand Beatrice," his father said. Casper looked at the big wooden door and felt a tiny flutter of worry in his tummy. He loved his grandmother, but her house was full of strange corners and different smells. Inside, the guest room felt very far away from his bedroom at home. The bed was high and bouncy, and the curtains were thick and velvet. Casper sat on the edge of the mattress. It didn't smell like his laundry or his toys. It smelled like dried lavender and old leather-bound books. He missed the familiar glow of his own nightlight. Suddenly, the door creaked open, and Grand Beatrice peeked inside. She wasn't carrying a regular lamp. She held a small, glowing glass jar filled with tiny fairy lights. "Is my favorite explorer ready to set up camp?" she asked with a warm, twinkling smile. Casper felt a little bit of the flutter in his tummy go away. "The shadows look like giant monsters, Gran," Casper whispered, pointing at the wall. Grand Beatrice sat beside him and held up the jar. She moved it back and forth, making the shadows dance. "Those aren't monsters, Casper. Look closely. That one is just your bathrobe on the hook, pretending to be a superhero's cape." Creak! The floorboards outside the room made a long, groaning sound. Casper jumped and pulled the blanket up to his chin. "What was that noise?" he asked. The house seemed to be talking in a language he didn't understand, and it sounded very loud in the stillness of the night. Grand Beatrice patted his hand. "That is just the house stretching its old wooden bones," she explained. "It's been standing here a long time, watching over our family. When it creaks, it's just settling down to sleep, just like you. It's saying, 'All is well, everyone is safe inside.'" From a wooden chest at the foot of the bed, Grand Beatrice pulled out a heavy, colorful quilt. It was made of hundreds of different squares of fabric. "This is the quilt of dreams," she said. "My mother made it, and her mother before her. Every square holds a happy story from this house." She tucked the quilt tightly around Casper's toes and all the way up to his shoulders. "This quilt is like a giant, heavy hug that lasts all night long," she whispered. Casper felt the warmth of the fabric. It was heavy and soft, making him feel anchored and safe against the bigness of the room. "And here's the bravest member of the house," Grand Beatrice said, placing a small, fuzzy stuffed owl next to Casper's pillow. "This is Hoot. He has big yellow eyes that see perfectly in the dark. He'll stay awake to watch the moon so you can go on your own adventures in dreamland." Grand Beatrice blew a kiss from the doorway and dimmed the fairy lights. Casper hugged Hoot and listened. The house creaked again, but this time it sounded like a soft lullaby. He closed his eyes, smelling the lavender and feeling the heavy hug of the quilt, and drifted off into a deep, happy sleep.